Once we cross this line, it won't be a dramatic moment. It will be quiet, heavy, and irreversible because some decisions don't shout, they settle. I can feel the edge beneath my feet now, and what scares me isn't falling. It's knowing I'm choosing to step forward anyway. Once we cross this line, the versions of us that were cautious, hesitant, and careful will dissolve without asking permission. There's a strange calm right before everything changes, like the universe holding its breath while we decide who we're about to become. I know that once we cross this line, pretending this was temporary will no longer be an option we can hide behind. Some lines exist not to stop us, but to reveal how badly we want what's waiting on the other side. Once we cross this line, we won't be able to unsee what we felt or unknow how deeply it rewired us. I'm not afraid of losing what we had. I'm afraid of discovering what it costs to choose this feeling anyway. There's no turning back because turning back it would mean lying to ourselves about how alive this made us feel. Once we cross this line, silence will start speaking louder than any excuse we've rehearsed. I can already feel the future pressing against this moment, asking if we're brave enough to accept the consequences. Some choices don't come with warnings, they come with clarity, and this is one of them. Once we cross this line, the past will stop knocking because we'll finally be walking toward something real. This isn't reckless, it's honest. And honesty has a way of burning bridges without apology. I know we'll lose something the moment we step over, but I also know we'll gain ourselves back. Once we cross this line, every lie we told to stay safe will collapse under the weight of truth. There's no drama in this decision, just a deep knowing that things will never fit the same again. Once we cross this line, even doubt will feel different because it will come after commitment. I can feel my instincts screaming louder than my fears, and that's how I know this matters. Some lines are crossed not because we're careless, but because staying still started hurting more. Once we cross this line, the masks come off, and whatever remains will have to be enough. This isn't about being right or wrong. It's about being unable to pretend anymore. Once we cross this line, we stop asking for permission from people who were never living our life. There's a point where logic gives up, and the heart takes responsibility for the damage. Once we cross this line, even regret won't be able to undo the growth that follows. I'm aware of what we're risking, but I'm more aware of what we've already been losing by waiting. Once we cross this line, the universe won't judge us. It will simply respond. Some lines feel dangerous because they separate who we were from who we're becoming. Once we cross this line, Comfort will no longer be our compass. Truth will. I can't promise this ends well, but I can promise it will be real. Once we cross this line, excuses will sound hollow, even to ourselves. This moment feels heavier than fear because it carries intention. Once we cross this line, we stop surviving and start choosing. There's no turning back because going back would mean shrinking again. Once we cross this line, even the pain will feel purposeful. I don't know what waits on the other side, but I know I won't be pretending anymore. Once we cross this line, the story changes tone, not pace. Some boundaries are crossed when the soul is done negotiating. Once we cross this line, the consequences become ours, and so does the freedom. I can already feel the distance growing between who I was and who I'm stepping into. Once we cross this line, clarity replaces confusion, even if it hurts. This isn't impulsive, it's overdue. Once we cross this line, even goodbye will sound different. I know I'll miss the safety, but I won't miss the silence. Once we cross this line, the truth will demand consistency. Some moments don't ask if you're ready. They reveal that you are. Once we cross this line, everything we avoided feeling will finally surface. There's no turning back because this choice has already changed me. Once we cross this line, we stop asking, what if, and start living with, this is.